This news update is brought to you by...
This is how we flow. Oh, the offers are quite exciting, and the prices will leave you smiling. Everybody's got a cheerful glow.
Enjoy 1 month of free Flow TV when you sign up or upgrade to Flow Broadband this season.
This is the Barbados Today Evening News Update for Friday, December 18th. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. Government is said to be putting the finishing touches on a settlement for policyholders and investors in British American Insurance Company Limited. This follows a restructuring plan for the sister company, Clico International Life. Barbados Today's Kmar Jordan has the story.
Barbados Today understands that the bond settlement of $84.6 million is in the offing under the British American Insurance Company Limited Preservation of Investment Bill. That bill is due to go before Parliament early next year. Official sources disclose that once the bill has been approved, there is likely to be an immediate cash payout of $2.6 million. The centerpiece of the restructuring plan will be the transfer of BICO's life and annuity business to Sagicor Life and the issuance of the $84.6 million in bonds. Sources who have seen the full reorganizational proposal say the bond issuance will occur in 4 payouts over 25 years. Once the arrangements are finalized, government will accept a transfer of property assets from Clico's statutory fund totaling $26.6 million as a trade-off for its input into the deal. Reporting for Barbados Today, I'm Kmar Jordan.
Finance Minister Chris Sinckler says he's not prepared to stick his neck out at this stage in the way that the President of the National Union of Public Workers seems to have done on the question of a salary increase for public servants. Akani McDowell has announced that the union would be going after government for a wage hike in the new year. But Sinckler says he was not in a position to say yay or nay at this stage.
We are seeing some light at the end of the tunnel. The economy is beginning to turn around. We can see some economic activity, but of course those things take time to gel and to get going fully. So it really is has to be based on the financial affordability of the government and whether the government has the capacity to pay. At the end of the day, is the cash there? That's really the issue. So we only know that once all of the numbers are in.
Police say they will not back down in the fight against illegal substances and weapons on the island. The promise came today from police spokesman David Welch following the seizure of weapons and ammunition at the Temple Yard in the city around midday today.
Around 12:30 today, an operation was undertaken at Temple Yard at Cheapside, and 3 firearms were seized. Those firearms were a .38 revolver, a 9mm pistol, and an 8mm pistol. 6 rounds of .38 ammunition, 28 rounds of .22 ammunition, and 2 12-gauge shots. A quantity of cannabis and money were also seized.
St. Andrew MP George Payne is criticizing the length of time it took government to address the plight of residents in White Hill. He made the comments after Transport and Works Minister Michael Lashley announced that a main thoroughfare, which was condemned last year following heavy rain, would be temporarily repaired. Payne told Barbados Today that while the move is welcome, it was not well thought out by the government.
If the road was to be abandoned, arrangements should have been made to recite all of the persons who were affected, and this was not done. And we have situations, I could take you to places where people are actually living under the earth. In this particular area, nothing has been done by the ministry, absolutely nothing for over a year. So this could be an exercise in futility. Unless they bring the other areas of government to facilitate a sort of speedy resolution to this matter.
But Works Minister Michael Lashley had this response to Mr. Payne.
To say that the neglect was done by the private party is totally wrong. I also want to say that we've done visited down here, we've done Cassoles. We've actually done some surveys down here. When it was municipal housing, we relocated the first set of houses down here to Farmers Terrace. The second phase is now coming up through Minister Kelvin. So to say that neglect is totally wrong, and of course, what we're doing down here now is making it comfortable for the residents of White Hill. And by Monday, this process should be completed, and we will do ongoing maintenance to ensure that there are no other problems. But in the meanwhile, we're still going ahead and pressing ahead with the permanent solution. So I think it's nonsensical and it's foolishness.
The Salvation Army got some help today in sharing Christmas lunch with some of the less fortunate. Staff of Massey Companies served lunch to over 130 people at the Salvation Army's Reed Street headquarters. CEO of Massey Distribution, Glenn Taylor, says the feeding program was an effort to give back during the season of love and sharing. Meanwhile, Chairman of the Army's Advisory Board, Paul Bernstein, said the Army was always grateful to corporate Barbados for their assistance.
The more we get the public side into this, the more we get corporate bodies looking into this, the more they will realize that there are a lot of people out there that need help. Again, I'm grateful to Massey Distribution as well as Massey United Insurance. And I just want to reiterate and put a plug to all those in Barbados. The kettle is still out there, and we're still open for donations, and that is the lifeline really to help us to go through 2016 and help the less fortunate. We feed on a day 125, 130 people, and we give out send out food to another 25 to 40, just depending on the on the occasion of who's ill or who's not ill. Shut-ins.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Twas days before Christmas. I had so much to do. Shopping, more shopping, and I was feeling blue. There's a mother, father, a wifey, and friend. Lots of things to buy, but there was no money to spend. I found the answer. The BT shopping spree. 15,000 in goodies. Free, free, free. It's easy to enter. Nothing hard to do. Follow my instructions and a winner can be you. Visit facebook.com/Barbados today. Do it quickly and fill out your form to enter this spree. Look, I'm shopping at the Cost You Less Mega Store. Come down, fill your trolleys with goodies and more. And like me, you too can say, ho, ho, ho.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits, with a solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, with a solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In news from the region, the political leader of St. Lucia's opposition United Workers' Party, Alan Chasney, is raising questions about the Petro-Caribe deal following a political shift in the Venezuelan parliament. And he says he's concerned that Venezuelan-funded programs in Castries could be at risk following a proposed review of the agreement. We get more in this report from HTS News Force.
Well, whatever projects that St. Lucia has received approval for or is expecting to get money for, I think that that's going to be in jeopardy. I think that the Venezuelan economy, by all accounts, is on the verge of a collapse. And so anybody who's going to continue depending on that money coming here are fools.
President Nicolas Maduro, however, remains in office and retains considerable influence over foreign affairs. A global price drop in oil prices, the UWP political leader contends, will translate to a significant change in policy for Petro-Caribe.
And so this situation now with the Venezuelans have said one thing: the oil is for Venezuela. Because if you cannot feed your own people at home, how do you expect to be supporting and feeding other people?
And finally, the 5 permanent members of the United Nations Security Council have agreed the text of a draft UN resolution for the Syrian peace process. World powers have been meeting in New York to try to advance a tentative plan for a ceasefire in Syria. Countries on both sides of the conflict are seeking to narrow considerable gaps which stand in the way of progress. And that's the news. There's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune in to Channel 101 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news and sports. I am Maricla Williams. Good evening.